Hi, guys. Good morning. We're live actually here on Main Street. Some of the storm really starting to come in now. It's been off and on all morning long. We've got some gusty wind, and then it dies down. It almost dries out for half a second as well. But if you're curious about the wind, let's go ahead and step out here onto Main Street. This is just down the street from our studios. A little earlier this morning, you may have seen on social media this tree became uprooted. I mean, the roots actually broke right off, and the tree actually landed on a car. The car's since been moved. We do have some pictures of that on our social media, but it actually landed right square on a car, causing a lot of damage, as you can imagine, to the tree, to the car itself as well. But that just really illustrates the wind that hasn't even really picked up yet. We're not even at the full force of this thing as it comes in. So just this little bit can take these trees, take the situations, and really create a bad, unsafe situation for you outside. The goal, of course, is going to be not to be outside, at least for the next several hours. As John and I have been talking about all morning long, the storm is moving pretty quickly, and that's a good thing. It's going to pass through. Good in the fact that it's going to be a lot windier, which isn't great, but it won't drop as much rain on top of us. But it also isn't going to sit and spin like Hurricane Florence did. If you recall, Florence actually would travel, 2-3 miles per hour at times. It took forever. This storm traveling at 20 miles an hour, it is going to come through very quickly. But again, the trade-off with that is less rain, but more wind and more issues with wind. And so that's the issue that stands right now, guys. As you can see, the rain is beginning to pick up again, and it's going to come in bands as we go. We're going to continue to be out here taking a look at some areas in Columbia. You know the rules, and we feel like I have to remind you every time. If you get flash flooding, if you get water over road, I mean, you know that Main Street's right here. But if for some reason, sure enough, Main Street's right here. If you can't see this road, do not drive through it. Every single time we have a storm or flooding, we get reports of bad things happening because people forget that simple rule. So please make sure you're safe out here. And if you can stay inside, at least for the next several hours, that's going to be your best bet as well. We're going to continue to monitor the situation with our team coverage. John Farley, myself, of course, Curtis and Claire here on Good Morning Columbia. Stay with us. We're coming back.